Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to
FamilyMath number 1038.
Yeah, actually, yeah, 1038. So yesterday we did a project on how to understand log plots. And today the New York Times has two pretty interesting log plots on the coronavirus. So I'd like you to tell me what you see here, and then we'll talk about some features of this particular infographic that they've made.
All right. Well, so it looks like it's a log. It's a log plot. It goes 100,000 like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like they've just had all the countries. They've ignored time here. They've had all the countries' graphs start when they reach the 25th death.
Okay.
And then they proceed by day from there.
Okay.
Because these aren't like real-time graphs right now. Yeah.
I'm curious what you mean by that when you say they've ignored time.
Well, I mean, like, this isn't like this point here isn't like a particular day.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like, this is today for China. This is today for us. This is today for South Korea. This is today for Spain.
Okay, I see. So the x-axis is the number of days since the 25th death.
And then they have the exponential functions, which are lines because we have a log plot here that have deaths doubling every day, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, 30 days.
Okay, and so why do you think the slopes get steeper when the deaths are doubling more quickly?
Well, I mean, this is the time axis, so if it were a normal graph, you'd have really steep exponential functions. But since it's a log graph, they just stay as they look like lines.
Okay, but why do the ones where it's doubling more quickly have steeper slopes?
Because it just takes less time for them to get bigger.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. So what are some things that you see in this graph?
Well, so it looks kind of similar to the one we saw yesterday, but it's just kind of all together. I mean, you can see like China started pretty steep, but actually wasn't all that steep overall.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that's mainland China, so that's not Wuhan.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, you're right. It wasn't necessarily ever
very
super steep.
You can see Italy down here is very steep. It's almost perfectly in line with the double every 2 days graph. And it's sort of leveling out. It's maybe sort of like the 3-day one or a little shallower.
Okay.
The Spain and the United States seem to be sort of between the 2 days and 3 days right now.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting in the U.S. that it started off very shallow and then has changed to being very steep. So that's definitely bad.
I think if you hover over, you can. So you can see if you look at one country, like here's Italy. I think it shows you like the trend, which is this dotted line, and then it shows the reported, which is the.
Oh, that's cool. I hadn't noticed that when I was reading the article.
So it's doubling every 5 days now.
Okay.
We are doubling every 3 days.
Yeah, and have been
for quite a while.
For a while, that's a very straight line. Okay, let's go down and take a look at the state by state graph. Let me just make sure I have this in the screen. All right. So what do you see here?
So this is kind of a similar graph that's just statewide or state by state in the United States. It only has some of the states because we're starting at 10 deaths.
Yeah.
So we got like Washington, I think, was the first state to get it in the United States, and it's just sort of constantly flat, not really changing, doubles every 10 days.
Okay.
New York, which still has a big problem, is actually very steep, doubling every 2 days, 153 deaths.
Wow.
The other ones are kind of small. I mean, California's kind of shallow, maybe 4 days.
That's still pretty significant, doubling every 4 days, even though you're right that it's not as sharp as California. What do you see with Louisiana there?
Louisiana, I mean, I think these ones down here just kind of, they don't have a lot of cases yet. So you're going up pretty steeply here, and then maybe no new cases, and then you're going up steeply again.
Okay.
So I guess all of these down here are just sort of just starting to get it.
All right. Yeah, New York definitely stands out there, though.
I don't think Massachusetts is on here.
No. So we're filming this on what is today, the 24th of March, and actually Massachusetts just had their 11th death today. So
Maybe we'll be on this tomorrow. Yeah, it says when this was made, Massachusetts has had 5 deaths.
yeah. So 11 today, or number 11 today. All right. Cool. Okay. Good job.